What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We got another roster breakdown as we get closer and closer to the new WNBA season. Next up, Chicago Sky. Hope y'all ready. Let's get it. How's it going, y'all? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me, man. And we about to sit here and break down this Sky roster, this Sky off-season draft, free agency, trades, the whole shebang, man. Don't mind the hair. I'm in the process of taking it down. Gotta get washed, gotta get done. Don't worry about all that. What in the... I don't even know who this is. Please hold. Alright, I'm back. Now here we are to talk about the Chicago Sky. Now if you've seen the last video, you already know. You can see right here, I'm an Angel Reese fan. So, I've been following the Sky the last 2 years. I've been a part of that debacle. Been a part of that terrible franchise for the last 2 years. And quite frankly, I'm happy I'm free. Much like Angel, she ain't smiled since she left Chicago. Now, I never been there, so I don't know what it's like there, but it can't be good to play for the Sky because everybody leave. And when they leave, they don't have anything good to say about it. Now, I'm gonna try my best to avoid all the drama and stuff that's been going on and just focus on the basketball aspect. Get into the roster, you know what I mean? What this video is about, you feel me? So, pardon. Alright, let's get into it. So, the Sky have been rebuilding for 3 years. I guess technically this will be the third year, but 3 straight years they done rebuilt the roster. And the reason why is, well, they hired their head coach, Teresa Witherspoon. Shout out Teaspoon. Before they hired their general manager, Jeff P. You still owe us, Jeff P. You're dead to me. You know what I mean? Till you pay back your debt to society. You still owe us. You still owe me for 2 years of suffering. Anyway, now, if you're a sports fan, usually that thing go the other way around. You usually hire the general manager. The general manager hires the head coach, so on and so forth. But it didn't happen that way with the Sky. Just another fumble. But they hired a head coach. They hired a general manager. The general manager clearly does not want this head coach. Now, rumor has it, he don't want this head coach because he wants to be in charge. So he wants a head coach that's just going to follow directions, do what he say, when he say, how he say it. That's not Teaspoon. So after her first season, with a brand new roster, a thrown together roster, which they almost made the playoffs. They would have made the playoffs if Angel and Kennedy Carter, they 2 best players, didn't get hurt. But they did, and they missed the playoffs. Because of that, Jeff P used that as an excuse to get rid of Teresa Witherspoon. I feel like it was a bad decision. A lot of people feel like it was a bad decision. It was a rush decision because she only had 1 season. The team wasn't healthy all season. They had a trade. They traded one of their big contributors in the middle of the season. Shout out Chef Mabry. E. Will, who was supposed to be the veteran in the defensive force, she missed the whole season. Camila Cardoso, they third pick, the one who was supposed to be the focal point, she got hurt in the offseason. And she missed the start of the season, so it took her a while to get, you know what I mean, to get right. And still, like I said, with all that, they were this close to the playoffs. Injuries finally caught up with them and they didn't make it. So I feel like firing her was a bad choice. It's not like it was her fault they didn't make the playoffs, but that's neither here nor there, cuz he brings in Tyler Marsh, who has championship experience, not as a head coach, but still got championship experience as an assistant coach, working with Becky in Vegas. And I don't want to say it, but it felt like, it looked like all last season he finally found a coach that was just going to shut up, do what he say, when he say, how he say it. Because that's all I got from Tyler Marsh last year. It was a rough year. They had a worse year in every way, shape, or form than the previous year with Teaspoon. It was pretty bad. And they were healthy most of the year, by the way. With this brand new roster that was supposed to be, in Jeff P's word, playoffs or bust. That was his reason, by the way. Like I said, for Fire and Spoon, we need a playoff mentality. We need a winning mentality. It's playoffs or bust around here. They busted. They didn't make the playoffs. So here comes the craziest part. Shocking, but not shocking, because this franchise has a history of fumbling stars. This offseason, the very first day, the very first move made, it's a blockbuster. Angel Reese was traded to the best team in the East, the Atlanta Dream, for nothing, basically. On paper, it sounds good. It's like 2 first-round picks for Angel Reese. That's a good swap. But you got to think, this is, like I said, the best team in the East. So you would imagine that those 2 first-round picks won't be high picks anyway. So was it really worth it? And on top of that, they didn't even get a pick for this draft, this past draft. They don't start getting the picks until next season. That's insane. That's insane. But it is what it is. So after Angel leave, now Jeff want to go to work building a real roster. I believe the first thing that happened was Skylar Diggins got picked up first. Yeah, I think it was Skylar got picked up first. Then they picked up Azare Stevens, gave them the bag. Then they traded Ariel Atkins, somebody who they traded a 3rd-round pick who could have been, should have been Sonia Citron. Instead of picking her up, they traded for Ariel Atkins, just for the very next season to trade her again for Rakia Jackson. So now I guess they got their big 3. They got Rakia Jackson, they got Azare Stevens, they got Skylar Diggins, right? And I almost forgot. And they picked up Dejanay. Dejanay Carrington plays for the Sky. And I don't know. They got Camilla. They got Sloop. I've been seeing a lot of interviews with Sloop. Well, not a lot. I'm not going to exaggerate. I've seen like 2 of them. But she sound like the boss when she talk. She talking like she making the moves. She making the decisions. And this just goes down to Jeff P. I don't even know his obsession with Sloop. Because, again, I'm not in the rooms. I'm not in the meetings. Rumor has it that he asked Sloop to come on board, come back to Chicago. And she said, I'll come back. But I'm not coming back on that rebuilding youth thing. I need a veteran to come back with me. And that's why they gave up the 3rd pick to get Ariel Atkins. Now, I recognize Sloop is a legend, Hall of Famer, champion. But that was who Sloop was. She is not that anymore. She is a 37-year-old point guard who been coming off the bench the last couple years. And this is the one that you let him make all the decisions. Because if he was really for real about rebuilding the team, not a general manager, not a coach, don't pretend to be, but it seemed like you already had 2 cornerstones in Camilla and Angel. All you needed was a little guard play. Not to mention you already had Kennedy and Mabry. Now I don't know what that locker room was like. It might have been a little volatile. They had a lot of what you call it, personalities up in there. But that's still a good squad. Get rid of Mabry, that's cool. You still got Ken, and you still got the third pick, who, like I said, should have been, could have been Sonya Citron. Then you would have Camilla, Angel, Ken, Sonya. And then with this, it seemed like a better place than any to start. But you didn't want that, that's fine. You started over with the vets. That's cool. Now I will say the team looks good on paper. But the same way people was talking about Kennedy Carter being a locker room I don't want to use that term, being trouble in the locker room. Mabry and the attitude and all of that and all of the attitudes not mixing. What the hell do you think is gonna happen when you put Skylar Diggins, when you put Rakia Jackson, and when you put Dejanay Carrington in the same locker room? You don't think those are big personalities? You don't think those are women that speak their mind on whatever, whenever, to whomever? You don't think it's gonna be an issue with that? And on top of that, you got a coach like Tyler Marsh. And I'm not confident that he can handle something like that. Now, for the sake of Rakia Jackson and Skylar and all the players that play on that team that I actually like, I hope it works out. I really do. I don't think it's going to work out only because first time all of them playing together. Only because I still don't trust Tyler Marsh. That's all I'm saying. And where is your defense coming from? Rakia's a dog. She a talent. But she never been known as a defensive stopper. Camilla is talented. But we watched her in the pros for 2 years. And things could change this year. But we watched her in the pros for 2 years. Constantly get beat on pick and rolls. Can't guard the perimeter. Can't switch. And she can't seem to guard the paint without fouling. So where your defense coming from there? Skylar gonna bring you defense? Outside of Dejanay, where's your defense coming from? Haley? Rachel Banham? I don't see it. And I don't know. I don't see it. That's it. As the people bring you to the promised land. As the people bring you to the promised land. And you got a nice rookie as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like your rookie that you picked up. What is her name? I'm drawing a blank. Is it? It's not Valentina. Is it Valentina? There we go. Gabriella Jaquez. Jaime Jaquez Jr. sister. I don't like him because he played for the Heat, man. I don't like nothing about the Heat. But I like her as a rookie. I like her as a good pickup, man. She a hooper. Champ. It is what it is, man. Look. That's all I got, man. Real talk. That's all I got. We're gonna see what Jeff could do. What's that? We're gonna see what Jeff can do. Well, not Jeff. What's the other dude? Duboy. Tyler. We're gonna see what Tyler Marsh can do. We can see if this squad can get it together. I think their second preseason game is against Atlanta with Angel Reese. So that should be a good one. I'm excited about that. Can't wait to watch that one. I'm actually, man, look, I'm a fan of these players that's on the Chicago Sky roster. I'm just not a fan of the Chicago Sky franchise and staff. I don't like the staff either, except that the one coach they just got. What's her name? Trimmel. I guess she all right. You ain't do nothing to me yet, so I guess we cool. But anyway, man, y'all thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. Y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Let's get the community growing. Let's get this thing popping. I'm gonna see y'all next time, man. And I think I'm working on the Sparks next time. So y'all tune in, man. Let's get this thing going. The countdown to the regular season is on. It's heavy, man. We only got a few more days left. A little over a week, I think. All right? Now, peace out, man. Love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time, man. Show some love, man. Support.